track up. Following the death of legendary Nigerian music icon Sir Victor Uwaifo over the weekend, sympathizers have started to pay condolence visits to the family. Jeremy Street, a street named after one of his popular tracks, Jeremy, off Ekenwa Road, has been experiencing an influx of guests since his passage became public knowledge. Senator representing Edo South Senatorial District, Senator Matthew Rogide, Speaker, Edo State House of Assembly, Marcus Onobun, and others were early callers to late Victor Uwaifo's residence.
Quite frankly, it was very shocking, and let me say Professor Sir Victor Uwaifo's death, is not a thing that has affected some of us personally, but we'll just look at it as a people, and of course as a country, and as a race, the black race. It's a huge loss to everybody. I mean, there's nobody that cannot talk about Sir Victor Uwaifo in superlative terms. From when to when? The only thing I see that is a bit peculiar to him, apart from the samples that he has been all through his life, is today, when we started hearing Sir Victor Uwaifo and say he was only 80 years, it's like he lived 120 years. I was still a kid. Sir Victor Uwaifo was more popular than Nigerian head of state. Was more popular. During the war, when everybody was in grief, Sir Victor Uwaifo's music was the one that sustained Nigerians. He provided solace to both the Biafrans that were on that side and even the Nigerian troops. Because I remember one soldier came that time we were young. We just started secondary school. He said, any day they lay down their arms to say they are going to the market, it is Sir Victor Uwaifo's music, Joromi, that they will all sing on both sides. So you can see that he provided succor. And ever since, he was evergreen. And as if he was going down, another stunt came, that he went back to school. Sir Victor Uwaifo went back to school, did the undergraduate course, did a master's program, did a PhD, he lectured in the department, became a professor. I bought that too to follow. There was nothing about his, his rise that was political. He earned everything, every step in the way. So who are we to choose for God? It's painful, but we must see it more in the spirit. It's the time that God laid on the foundation of the world that we're going to transit at this time. Nobody else.
On behalf of the Edo State House of Assembly, to condole with this family over the news, the shocking news that got to us yesterday on the demise of one of our very best, one of Edo best, one of the best in the southern parts of Nigeria, and one of the best we have in terms of musical profession in Nigeria. It's a great loss to all of us in Edo. We have come this morning first to sympathize with the family and also to thank God for the life well lived. For us, he had done his best and he had taken a vow to meet his maker. For all of us who are seated here today, yes, we may be mourning him, but the question we need to ask ourselves is, how have we impacted in our society? Because I stand here to testify that Sir Professor Victor Efosa Uwaifo have made great impact in not just Nigeria, but in the African continent. We cannot ask God why He chose this time. But we take solace in the fact that He knows the best, and God should grant this wonderful family the fortitude to bear the loss.
Dr. Fabomo Edoleyi, the Itendo of Benin. In fact, to begin with describing him, is a kind of person you don't have another type. It's a person you don't have another type. Emeritus in the ground of businesses, reading, academics, in every area you find human being on earth, he's into all. Very social and strong, and you talk of showmanship. He's one and the only one you can describe highly on the show platform. Please. This is one big name that just left us. Though the name is not going to be totally out of us, we'll be keeping it in our memory lively. He's so great. One big musician in the world. I so see him that way. He happened to be my godfather, and I'm a godson. He took me out of this country to another big country, USA. I spent some years there. As I returned, he kept me in this very house of his. Said, don't look for a hotel. I have 2 rooms for you. I was so surprised of that. And I spent a whole full month here. Eating and drinking was all his. Everything about him, I so see him so. It's 95 I will give him if I want to give the percentage of him about me and others. The music he produced before he left, we cannot have a type. I cannot just lie to you. We can't have a type. It's so painful to remove bigger flesh off the body. This is what he is to the Benin.
We're here to celebrate the life of Professor Sir Victor Uwaifo. That's why we're here. We're not here to mourn. We're here to celebrate. Well, definitely we'll console them, and we'll pray that peace will prevail. Thank you. My name is Eno Loe.
I'm still in deep shock because we never expected. Although death is not something that we expect, but for somebody who was so strong, somebody who has been, so agile. We never heard that he was sick. Only to hear that he passed on like that actually was a very big shock to us, and we are still in deep shock. Professor Sir Victor Uwaifo, as you know, was one man who contributed immensely to the development of the entertainment industry, not just in Edo State, in Nigeria, in Africa, and worldwide. And he's the model. He has been an inspiration to our upcoming musicians, and he has done a lot. Personally, as the PMAN Governor Edo State chapter, he has been my advisor. He has been guiding me on what to do, how to move the union forward, and so it's a big Iroko tree that has fallen, and I think it's going to be very, very difficult for us to find somebody like him. Willie Egenova.
My name is Baba Cliff. Baba Cliff Igbenovia is my name. All right? I'm a Nollywood actor, producer, and director.
So today we are in compound of the late Sir Victor Uwaifo. What can you say about it?
My brothers, I'm here now. I wouldn't just know. I'm as confused as anything. I don't know really what to say about our father, MON, the great prof. I'm short of words because the thing just came. I came in before and I told the Pima president it's a bullet, that a very hot one for that matter, that will hit all of us. I don't want to say much. I don't have much for the now to say because I'm still trying to put myself together personally. It's still like a dream. It's an unbelievable thing that Victor Uwaifo, prof. People talk about legend. I think this is a true legend. I'm not too sure I was born yet when it started. So I'm trying to coordinate. I'm trying to think of what to say. But one thing that is out to me personally, when I saw the thing yesterday on air, is that there is nothing in this life.
His daughter Vivian, who shared glowing moments of the late minstrel, however denied the COVID-19 rumor trailing her father's death.
I actually thought my daddy will live till at least 100 or 100 plus because he was a very fit man. Athletic, smart, he's not a lazy person, up and doing. So it's not a person that will just go like that. No, unexpectedly. Normally, since we have COVID now, if you go to the hospital, the first suspicion will be COVID. Then they must give you a test. My daddy ran through the test. The result is right in the hospital there, Stella Sanjo. It's negative. He never had COVID. No.
Sir Victor Uwaifo was a man of many parts. He was a musician, a lecturer at the University of Benin, an engineer, sculptor, and he owns a gallery where most of his works are on display. Late Sir Victor Efosa Uwaifo was a professor and one-time commissioner for arts and culture at Edo State. He was aged 80. Benahi Onofe reporting.